Hi there everyone on YouTube. This is Geoff from geoffmobile.com, and I'm here today to do a little video blog where I talk about something that's on my mind, and hopefully some of the discussions coming out of this video will make you think about it a bit more and hopefully start some discussions. So it's around Christmas time in Vancouver. It's in December now in 2011. And there's been several major changes in the stores that we've been going to lately in Vancouver. We walked to the downtown flagship store of the Chapters bookstore. Chapters has been a very successful bookstore in Canada for the last 10 years. Recently they've done a lot of changes to their store. They basically got rid of most of the books from the first two floors. So if you go to the first floor of Chapters, there used to be all these magazines there, or people could read the magazines. Those are all gone. Instead, it's replaced by some displays of their electronic Kobo readers. It's like a Amazon Kindle, but it's branded by Chapters, made in Canada. Actually, pretty good reading device. I know someone who has one who's pretty happy with it. Second floor, actually continuing on with the first floor. The first floor used to have a bunch of books, like bestsellers. Still has a few books like on the tables right when you enter, but the majority of the first floor is full of staff walking around, and they have a lot of gift items such as like a telescope, little candles, a cheese roaster pot with brie cheese inside, a bunch of clocks which look kind of interesting, like a clock with a gear clock. These look like products that are made in China. The ones at Chapters are pretty good quality. They are selected to be very nice items, desirable gifts. They are quite expensive, so you could buy, let's see, the gifts are usually in the like $20 to $40 range, and they are very nice things, but they seem to be kind of a high-end prices for goods that you could probably find in a Japanese dollar store for maybe $2 or $3 each. If you go to the second floor, that's where all the magazines have gone. And there's a large area for books for kids. And there's not that many books. Most of the books are relegated to the third floor, so you have to go up 3 escalators. Once you get to the third floor, that's where you'll find all the fiction books. Third floor is probably the least changed out of all the floors. What I was thinking is, looking at this store, seems like it won't be around for much longer, because they've desperately tried to shift into selling other kinds of things that are not books, because frankly books are not selling that well right now. There's more people buying books online on Amazon than buying books in any bookstore right now. So this is a major change in media. Also, across the street, or just down the street, the major retailer of CDs, the HMV of Vancouver, has now closed their doors. They were the megastore, Virgin Megastore. It became HMV. Their primary business was selling CDs and DVDs, so that's now closed. I talked to the staff there. I went on one of their last days there. They said that people are still buying CDs, but they're buying a lot less, so they can't afford to have such a large store. So the profit margin is a lot less. So those are very interesting trends. I think this is all brought about by everyone having access, most people having access to high-speed internet. It's basically the norm now, and easy access to this new distribution method for books and for music and media and DVDs and movies. Another trend is that Blockbuster shut down their doors in Canada, closed, went bankrupt, and Rogers Video, another place to buy videos, is now under renovation, so it's actually no longer in operation. They say they're going to reopen, but I doubt there'll be a video store or video rental store. I've noticed several other video stores. There was one in Yaletown, which is a nice upscale area of Vancouver. It's now closed. We're going to be replaced by a Fido cell phone store. So people are still buying cell phones and electronics. Like Future Shop, the store you can buy electronics, is definitely doing quite well. So this is an interesting time for retailers. I know Amazon recently came out with their app in the States that if you go to a retailer and scan the price and tell them the price, they'll give you a $5 discount on the item if you buy it in the Amazon store. So definitely the online world is hurting the traditional retail stores, and we no longer find a need for these huge big box stores to distribute that media for us, when we can get it basically much cheaper and sometimes even free online. With YouTube, you can pretty much get any song you want, listen to it for free on YouTube, and then if you want to put it on your mobile device, then you can buy it on iTunes or Pure Tracks or one of those other websites. I don't have much comment about this right now, except to note clearly that this is what's happening. I don't really know what's going to happen to all these people who work in these stores. Maybe they'll have to find some other kinds of jobs, maybe in the information sector. But another thing that's happening in the information sector, traditional information workers who spent 2 days of their week doing Excel spreadsheets are now being replaced by automated systems that generate these reports automatically too. So it's an interesting time that even though we might see a recovery in the jobs or recovery in the economy after these worldwide economic problems are hopefully solved, it's not guaranteed that we'll see a recovery in jobs, because maybe some of those jobs are being automated, replaced by digital systems, and maybe there isn't a way that we can see recovery. But one thing to think about that I think is interesting, the development of efficiency of solar power. If you'll see that solar panels technologies are getting so much cheaper every year. I think every 5 years or something it gets twice as cheap to build a solar panel. So eventually we might live in a time when we don't have to rely on centralized power systems to power all our energy needs. And then we wouldn't need these infrastructures based on centralized control and distribution of energy and oil and the foundations of our economy today. So even though things are starting to change in a slow way now, we might see quite a big change in the future in basically how our world works because of these emerging technologies. Okay, that's all for now. Hope you have a great day. Hope this is some food for thought, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care. Bye.
This is like the upbeat version of the evil castle.
Yeah.
Okay.